Washington has transformed its future, but does this roster have what it takes to shock the NBA? With Anthony Davis, Trae Young, Dybantsa, and explosive young talents, the Wizards suddenly look dangerous. Let's break down every player, grade the starters, and reveal their final score. Here's where this Wizards roster becomes genuinely interesting, because the numbers only tell part of the story. The bigger question is whether Washington can turn individual talent into a team that actually makes sense on the basketball court. Think about it. Every player has strengths, but those strengths become valuable only when they complement the players around them. A great scorer needs spacing. A talented playmaker needs movement. A strong defender needs teammates who communicate. And a young player with huge potential needs the freedom to make mistakes without losing confidence. That's the balancing act Washington faces. This team doesn't necessarily need to play perfect basketball immediately. What matters more is whether there is visible progress. Are the rotations becoming sharper? Is the ball moving with purpose? Are young players making better decisions as the season progresses? Are the veterans helping establish the standard? Those details can tell us far more about Washington's future than a single win or loss. Another fascinating element is competition for responsibility. When a roster contains multiple talented players, everyone has to understand when to attack, when to create, and when to simply make the right basketball play. That's often the difference between a collection of talented individuals and an actual team. And defensively, the challenge becomes even more demanding. Effort has to be consistent possession after possession. One missed rotation can completely change a game. The Wizards have the physical tools to become a difficult matchup, but discipline and communication will determine whether those tools translate into results. The exciting part is that Washington has room to grow in almost every direction. Some players can improve as shooters, others as defenders or playmakers, while the coaching staff can gradually discover which combinations work best together. So don't judge this roster only by where it starts. Watch how it evolves. Because if Washington can turn its talent into chemistry, its youth into consistency, and its potential into production, this could become a much more meaningful season than the preseason projections suggest. Now comes the most important part, the projected starting five. These are the players expected to set Washington's identity, control the game, and carry the biggest responsibilities. Let's break down and grade each starter and see how they truly stand out. When you put everything together, the Washington Wizards enter this season with something every developing team needs: a clear mixture of talent, experience, versatility, and potential. The individual grades are impressive, but the real test will be whether those qualities translate into consistent team basketball. There will be challenges along the way. Chemistry takes time. Young players will make mistakes, and expectations can change quickly during an NBA season. But that's also what makes this team so interesting to watch. The ceiling isn't determined by talent alone. It will depend on development, discipline, health, coaching, and how well these players adapt to their responsibilities. For Washington, the goal should be progress. Every month should bring better communication, smarter decisions, stronger defensive habits, and greater confidence. If that happens, this roster could look significantly different by the end of the season than it does on paper today. And now I want to hear from you. What grade would you give the Washington Wizards for the 2026-27 season? And which player do you think will have the biggest impact? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next roster analysis. Your support helps the channel grow and allows us to keep bringing you more detailed NBA content.